This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Loveland, Colorado. We are here at Blocky's, the East Coast Italian Eatery. Since 2012, they have become Northern Colorado's finest Italian eatery. I'm here with the owner, Chris. Chris, thanks for joining us here today. Let's start off a little bit about yourself. Quite honestly, you have 30 plus years in this industry. Growing up as a young boy in Pittsburgh, you found a love of Italian food. You pretty much have worked every position there is when it comes to restaurants. Kind of only natural for you to have a dream of wanting to open up your own place. Tell me how this got started for you.
Well, it didn't start by not having a couple failures in the process. I had a pizza shop in Pittsburgh from 1992 to 98, sold it, moved out to Colorado. Initially moved out to Colorado when I was in the Air Force. I was stationed at F.E. Warren Air Force Base in Cheyenne. And when I got out of the military, moved back home, and marriage didn't work, but moved back to Colorado. That's where she was from, want to be a dad, and food's been in my life, so Colorado's been good to me.
Colorado's been good to you. Obviously got a great place going here. Like you said, you're a vet. You may have heard that they say the hot dog is the American food, but let's be honest. We all grab a slice of pizza. What is it about pizza that you don't have to be Italian to love, and it's something that really changed your life when your grandfather handed you that first slice?
Well, I'd say that most of it is it's the tie to family, because it's like breaking bread at a table. You can always gather, even sit on the floor and watch a movie with your family. It becomes something that everybody kind of shares together, and there's not many food items like that people can enjoy as a family.
Pretty safe to say that not all pizza is the same. We're talking about pizza that is hand-tossed here. Pretty much you guys are doing it like they did back in the 20s. Is that something you pretty much pride yourself on?
Yeah, definitely pride. Reason being is a lot of places, as they get bigger, try to put other mechanisms in place. Automation of some sort takes away the quality, takes away the personalness, it takes away every pizza's unique.
This is tossed, it's stretched. We're not talking about any rolling pins back there. I don't see any metal on the bottom there. Is that something that you feel really affects the taste and even the texture of the bread?
I would say yes. One of the things you want to key in on too is that when you go to some of these trendy little pizzas, anybody can do them because it's stretching the size of the palm of your hand, but it really takes an artwork, and it takes years. My pizza manager and my assistant manager have been doing pizza for 30 plus years too, and that really affects the quality and the skill set.
Years of experience, obviously that's not something everybody can do. Let's talk a little bit about the pizza. Choice of crust, choice of sauce. Is that a choice that they can have both?
Oh yeah, so we have a traditional sauce, which is what most people get, but we also do a extra virgin olive oil garlic sauce. We do an Alfredo sauce. We do a pesto sauce. So a lot of different options. We even do a spicy sauce, or some people like to kick it up a notch.
Sounds like me. I love spicy. Obviously, they have their choice of toppings. When I look back, we're talking about 25 plus toppings. Is freshness, quality, is that job number one?
Yes, and local when available. So get mostly either certain tomatoes or certain parts of the world that are the best. We have to source elsewhere. But as far as a lot of our products, most of it is either local farms, GMO, or organic free is always the goal. There are times when it's not available and you have to find the highest quality, safest substitute.
That is excellent. This is a place you really can get in and get out pretty quickly. Great place if you're, have a short lunch, you want to come in, grab something to eat. Plenty of pizza. You can build your own pizza, or you can pick one of the specialty gourmet pizzas you guys put together. If someone's never been in before, what would you recommend for them? What specialty pizza would you say that's probably the one you want to give a shot for?
Well, I would say it would come down to about my choice is number one is a cheese pizza, because that way you can tell the quality of the sauce, quality ingredients. Anybody can put a bunch of toppings and be fancy, but we do have a wonderful ultimate pizza We do have a wonderful hot and spicy pizza. We also have it's called a Christopher Margarita, which has oregano, extra virgin olive oil, fresh mozzarella. You can't go wrong, but like I said, I'm a traditionalist, so if the cheese pizza doesn't taste good, then the rest of the pizza is not going to taste any better.
Said before, this is an Italian eatery. We're talking about more than just pizza back there. We've got stromboli, calzones, we've got sub sandwiches. Regardless of what sandwich you get, we're talking about homemade bread. Is that an important part of the meal?
Yeah, a lot of places you go to, a lot of sub shops, even some of the places that bake bread, usually come in as a frozen stick or a frozen piece. We actually take our pride in putting 4 simple ingredients in our bread, and it really, really makes a difference in our subs. We do a traditional Italian sub, which most people know what that is, and then we also do Philly style cheesesteaks. We have a variety of different ones, and we sell a lot of them. We're very, very popular. We have a lot of people who, when they're traveling in and out from the East Coast, we become a destination for them because they know that they can rely on us to be a traditional reflection of what they're used to.
Traditional, what they're used to. Tradition, classic, you're bound to find it here. We have to find ravioli, we have to find spaghetti, lasagna. Is that something folks can come in here and grab some as well?
Oh, yes. And then the lasagna is actually my mother's recipe, and God rest her soul, loved her very much, and it was one of her favorite dishes. So lasagna is always going to be on the menu, and all the pastas are here, made in-house to order. Nothing's pre-made.
Let me ask you this: when we're talking about fresh, obviously you said local, fresh quality. One of those places you can see that is in your salad. Some people like a side salad with their pizza. You've got salads here that pretty much can be the entire meal. Is that right?
Oh yes, and we sell a lot of salads, and we don't use a pre-made salad mix. We actually hand select our produce. We actually wash, trim all the veggies for our salads, and they're all made very fresh. So a lot of times you'll go get a salad and the ingredients are a little dry. You can obviously tell they're pre-made. We make every salad to order. The wait time's not very long, but it's definitely worth the freshness of it.
That is excellent. I mean, we caught you at a lunch rush here. We got people coming, going in and out. Was it important for you to provide a family-friendly restaurant? I mean, I see a kids menu there. I see an easy way to feed a family of 4. Was that something important to you so people could feel comfortable with the kids here?
Yeah, and definitely wanted to be a part of the community. So always wanted to, we do veteran discounts, we do senior discounts, we always try to donate to local charities. We try to be involved in the community and the school district and fundraisers. We want to be not only just a place to eat, but we also want to be a part of the neighborhood family here in Loveland.
That is excellent. So definitely family-friendly place here, but this is a great place for an adult to come in, grab a slice of pizza, domestic beer. You've got a few beer back there to choose from, even a patio where you can come out and drink it. Is that kind of popular here as well?
Yeah, it's real popular. Kind of focus on the local craft, so we support a lot of the local craft breweries, and then we have some of the popular favorites. But it sets us apart because a lot of times you go to a mom and pop, and that's the icing on the cake is able to have a nice, fresh, cold beer.
Icing on the cake is either beer right after, or it's also maybe some dessert. You've even got some Italian desserts. Tell me about those before I let you go.
So we have a cake surprise, which the reason why it's on the menu as a cake surprise is because we didn't want to nail it down to one specific dessert cake. So we always search for some of the best bakers, some of the best treats that we can find. So that is one of the items on the menu. And then we have the classics. We have the cannolis and the tiramisu, which are very, very popular.
Before I let you go, Blocky's the name. You got to tell us where that name came from. I think that's an important part of that story.
Well, it's my grandfather's nickname. So his real name is Anthony Tallarico, and he's the one who took me to get my first slice of pizza. It just was a very special name, and I didn't want to have a name that was stereotypical. A lot of independents have a name where people have a preconceived notion when they see the name. So I wanted a name that was unique, fun, and would make people curious instead of just have a preconceived notion.
See a photo over on the wall. If Blocky walked in here right now and never seen this place before, what do you think he'd say?
hopefully he'd be happy and want to get something to eat.
Kind of cool to come into a place that's named after you, and basically kind of shows the relationship possibly you had with that first slice of pizza. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. First of all, on the website, take a look at the menu. We're talking about a complete Italian eatery. Not only pizza there, but we're talking ravioli, spaghetti, stromboli, anything you ever want there. Come on in, check it out. Also check out their cheesesteak. That's the big seller here. People very popular as well. If you need something catered, they do some catering as well. If you need a quick slice of pizza, this is definitely the place to come in and check it out as well. That is Blocky's, since 2012, located right here in Loveland, Colorado. This is Gary Atensi with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.